At Kasanje Practical and Demonstration Farm, we do pig production as one of the enterprises that the farm has. And right now where we are seated is where the piggery enterprise is. The piggery enterprise is fenced off. Before accessing this enterprise or before entering the piggery unit, you're supposed to undergo clear biosecurity processes or program. What we do under biosecurity, we have what we call wet biosecurity, where we go through a process of showering. You shower and change into our protective gear. You leave everything that you've come with from wherever you come from. Actually, we rarely allow people in the piggery unit. But if you have to enter or if you have to access the unit, then you have to go through all that process in order for you to access our pigs. At times, people usually laugh when you take them through such processes just to come and visit pigs. They are like, but these are pigs. Why do you really make us suffer? Just, these are pigs. And pigs are meant to be dirty. No, pigs are not dirty. And you are the problem to our pigs. In case we just allow you in minus observing biosecurity, the chances are very high that you might bring us diseases, for example, African swine fever, which can be very dangerous to our section. So what we do, we usually do what we call wet biosecurity, and after that we change into protective gear, like the way you see me dressed all. I've changed into the protective gear. And once you're keeping pigs at your farm, it doesn't necessarily matter whether you're the owner, whether you're what or what. Whoever has to access the piggery facility has to observe the biosecurity measures that are put in place. Despite the fact that I may be the MD, I can never enter the piggery section minus observing them. This is why you see me changed like this. So after changing, despite the fact that you've gone through the wet biosecurity and you've changed into the protective gear, these are disposable. After using them, we dispose them off to prevent the washing and again reusing. They may not be washed well. So we want to prevent all those risks that may be there. So even after putting on these protective gear and putting on the gumboots which belong to the farm, again you step into the disinfectant. And even your fingers are sanitized, such that wherever you touch and do anything, you've not come in with any challenge. So in addition to that, for biosecurity, we also fenced off the piggery section, whereby we use the chain link and a live fence. We use the Luconi. I don't know how Luconi is called in English, but we use Luconi. And then that place is fenced off with several gates. Nobody is allowed to access the piggery unit. And the reason as to why we fenced it off is to prevent the dogs from accessing the section, or is to prevent the dogs from coming into the piggery unit. Dogs are one of the vectors that really have acted so much in transmitting African swine fever. So they usually come with bones from wherever they have picked them from. And if your piggery enterprise is not fenced off, they will take those bones to the piggery. And if they have carried them from a place, maybe the pig from which the bones came from died of African swine fever, the chances are very high that they are going to bring the bones into your piggery unit, and you don't have any, and there and then your pigs will get sick. And the other issue is that once the dogs defecate and you step into their feces and then move into your unit minus disinfecting, the chances are very high that you can still take the virus to your pigs and then you kill all of them. So to prevent the dogs from coming close, that's why we fenced off. And the other issue, the biosecurity issue that we put in place, we tried as much as possible to put some wire meshes on some sties to prevent the birds from entering. And the other issue is that we don't use rainwater to water our pigs or to give them drinking water or to clean the pens, because we are not sure that the birds always come and rest on the sty, on the roof. So if you use the rainwater, the chances are very high that you might infect your pigs. So what we do still as a biosecurity measure, we use water that we get from a shallow well, which we dug. Water from down there is very safe. We know it has not been contaminated by anything. So we are sure of having proper biosecurity there. Then here at Kasanje Practical and Demonstration Farm, we keep Cambra. The breeds we keep are Cambra and Duroc. The Duroc we imported Duroc males from South Africa, actually from Denmark, but they referred us to their branch in South Africa. So we imported them from Denmark, and these are the ones from which we collect semen, which semen we sell to farmers, and we also use to inseminate our females. About that semen, I would like to make a clarity. People have got a tendency of saying we don't use artificial insemination because we get a small litter size. Litter size is the number of piglets that a mother will follow or will give you in that particular following, or in that particular, when it produces that parity, the number of pigs it will give you. So people have a tendency of thinking that whenever you use artificial insemination, you get very few piglets, which is not right. And believe me, you've seen it. All the females here we inseminate using semen, Duroc semen, and even the semen from the hybrid boas I've showed you. We usually get 13, 15 piglets born alive. So I want people to understand that the success of AI depends on the quality of semen you've produced. Our semen here is so good, it is fresh semen, and we make sure that its quality is very important, because its quality contributes to the number of piglets that are going to be born. And the other issue we do here is that we encourage use of, we adopt what we call a AMPM rule. This is where we do double insemination. Once a pig is observed in heat and it's the right time to be inseminated, when it comes into standing reflex or standing heat, we inseminate it twice. If you inseminate it in morning, you again inseminate it in evening to increase on the chances of getting a large litter size or getting many piglets. So that rules out the other issue of people thinking that once you use artificial insemination, you get very few piglets. For you, you've seen them, and they are real. The number is good. The other issue is about also helping the farmers out there. Artificial insemination and its success rate does not only depend on me, who produces semen, and the person is coming to inseminate, but also you, the farmer, you play a very big role. In your management, you're supposed to make sure that your pigs are managed so well, the nutrition is so well. How you feed these pigs before they are inseminated contributes a lot to the number of piglets you're going to get. And how you feed this pig immediately after insemination will also contribute to the implantation, because there is a special way we are supposed to feed them. And once you don't do that, the chances are high the implantation may not occur. And this will result from how you fed your pigs. So the other issue is about also knowing the right time when the pig has to be inseminated. You know that the heat period is a little bit lengthy, and it's all not productive. So there is that particular moment that a pig is supposed to be inseminated if you want to get good results. If you inseminate it too early, the chances are very high that it's going to give you very few piglets. And this explains why you get very small litter size. You get very few piglets once you use artificial insemination. So when you inseminate it again too late, you will get still very few piglets. So now it needs technicality, and you farmers also need to understand and appreciate this. What is that right moment the pig has to be inseminated? So we usually offer these trainings and assistance. We want you to learn it because certain things are practical. You're not going to hear me speak, and you get the real concept. Despite of the fact that I'm a farmer, but I'm also a technical person. So being a technical person, that's why I offer that service. I don't offer it out of the blue. I don't train farmers out of the blue. So the farmers who have come here, I've trained them. They have known what to do and how to do it. And they are giving testimonies. They have improved their units. They have improved the way they have set up their structures because of that training. So every time we call upon that training, that there is a training in pig production, we usually have organized trainings for one day. We can organize it. It depends on you. If you have you need to be trained for a full week. Your workers, they come get hands-on. That one can also be offered. And if you just want to visit, that one can also be done. There are different costs for those. So you just have to contact us. And the other issue, when we talk about artificial insemination, also the boas that we use to get semen, we manage them in such a way that their performance is very, very key to us. And how do we maintain their performance? The way we feed them, the way we house them, because the semen production, the process of semen production requires certain conditions, say in terms of temperatures, to get better results. The nutrition also contributes to the better results. So this explains as to why once we use our semen, you still get good results, because we correct. You've seen the place where we correct semen from. We correct it, take it to our laboratory, and then process it, package it, and they take it. So because we do something, we put into consideration quality assurance of our semen. We assure that the quality of our semen is good. That's why we can get good results. Now here what we do, we've got the females, which females are basically cambras. And what we do, we usually inseminate them using Duroc semen, all semen from the hybrid boas. And these females, when you look at Canberra, I don't want to go into the breeding process, because in breeding we've got what we call the reproductive line, and we've got the productive line of pigs. So we get this female, which is called a Canberra, from the reproductive line, and the males we are using, like the Duroc and the hybrid boas, we get them from the productive line, because they have got good traits that they can mix with the females, that they can stamp into the offsprings. Once you mate this female from the reproductive line with a male from the productive line, so the offspring that is going to come out will be very good. It will have a very high breed vigor, because it has got the productive traits or productive characteristics, and it has got also good reproductive. The mother has used its good reproductive characteristics to give us a big litter size or many piglets. And these piglets, the father has put in the good productive characteristics. They are going to perform so well in that regard. So we usually also look at that when we are breeding. And besides, my specialty is I'm a genetist. I went and specialized